All right, I wanted to point out some of the plays from our West Boylston game at home, and some of the things that we've been practicing. So on this one, we get it in behind their midfield players, which we did a good job of getting it out from behind their pressure. So they do still have this one center midfielder here. Okay, our center mid takes it at that player. And this is what we're trying to recognize as a team. This defender is back and he's sprinting in that direction. What I want our outside midfielder to do is just stop. Unless, the ball's already played and you don't have a choice. And I'd rather this outside left midfielder show into this space. And let's get a ball there. Okay? So what can happen is, if we do that, the defender then has to make a choice. Does he continue to run back, or does he step to the ball? Which, if he's a good defender, he should be stepping to the ball. This midfielder on their team should be sprinting back to get into the passing lane. He becomes the second defender. But I want to hold on to the ball. What we ended up doing is kicking the ball in and making it a chase. And every now and then, okay, see if we can keep them honest. But in this case, just show into the space here. Get the ball, possess it, make them run around, make them get tired out. One other thing I would like to see is if our forward is close enough run along. If the ball goes here, they don't pass them along. Then we have that pass into the forward who's making that run. Okay? So the next one shows the opposite as a defender. This defender is their outside left back right here. They have their other defenders, 1, 2, 3, and then this guy. As outside midfielders and outside defenders, you'll probably hear me yelling a lot when you're on the opposite side of the field, because I want you pinched in with the rest of your team. Because this guy's way out of position. He's way up top. He's basically man marking our outside right back. So if you're this outside defender, you're in tight with your team. Kind of makes a little bit of a horseshoe curve. But that way they can't make that through ball. They have to play the ball way up here. And by the time they do that, we can get our shape back. Okay? But you'll see what happens here is he's way out of position. This is where I want our outside midfielder reading that. And if we're going to get an opportunity, it has to be a through ball, which is what that right there was. So we made a through ball. We didn't even play it back to one of our center midfielder. It was just from our center midfielder. Recognized there was a gap in there. And as you can see, our outside right mid, he's going to win that foot race. Okay? And then this guy is late coming over. But this created a great opportunity. You need to see the difference between those two defenders. One, when they're sprinting back, and when they're sitting back, we show up high. So if this guy had been in the right position, we can show up here and just get an easy pass. Okay, if he's sitting, or if he's in your shirt like he was here, we take advantage of that. But it's got to be an early ball, and you can see their defense is, that guy's not even moving. They're not doing a great job of shifting there. Okay, I think we get a cross. We don't end up scoring on this, but it was a great opportunity. Okay. The other thing, if this ball is played here, this guy, this outside right midfielder, is looking to score here because it was a good timed ball. Your first touch is directly at the goal. Your second touch is a goal. Here's another example where we have the ball in the middle of the field. Everybody is sprinting straight up the field. There's about, an acre right there. Okay, so the defender's way back. That's fine. What I would like to see is our outside mid check back and give an easy pass here. So recognize that this defender is way back, okay, and then show back for the ball, similar to that first slide. Okay, we also need to get our outside left back up in this space. So if we can't get this pass here, we always have that pass going that direction. This one, again, shows us sprinting up the field. We have, I think, a defensive center midfielder with the ball. We're moving forward. We have, I believe this is our forward here. And we have 1, 2, 3 defenders back. We have this acre and a half. Our outside mid can run into that space, make an easy pass into them, make their defenders run, make them sprint out, make them communicate, have them shift, okay, make them work. But what we end up doing is playing that ball in. They still have their 3 defenders. They actually have a 4th over there. That's not a numerical advantage there, okay? So let's not force it if we don't have to. Notice that space is still available. So if I'm an outside midfielder and I'm running up into this space all day long and I'm not getting these passes, I'm going to stop. Well, you shouldn't stop making the runs, but most people, if you're not getting the ball and you're wasting your time, you're going to stop making those runs. So we got to start making those passes. And if you're that outside midfielder, just rely on your team to make that pass to you. This one shows what happens when we shoot the ball. Okay, we got the ball in here. We have some defenders. Actually, quite a few defenders. Another touch. You can see there's 1, 2, 3 defenders closing on the space. They've lost track of Jack altogether, so I don't know if this is a ball that we can make. But like if I'm this defense and I know they're not going to shoot, I would just stay right where those 3 defenders are, play the passing lane, and don't worry about that guy. If we shoot the ball, then they all step to the ball. That one shows you they had every single one of their players step to the ball. That's awesome. That means that we were shooting the ball, they were stepping to the ball hard, and then the next time down, you know they're gonna step to you like that, and that's why we need to shoot the ball. If you don't ever shoot the ball, they're just gonna sit back. It's opportunities for other players. So if we can slide the ball in there, or you had 3 people jumping, fake a shot, cut it to your left, get behind them and get a shot. Okay, so these are all things that we can do a little bit better. The big one that we need to work on, and we'll work on it on Wednesday, is set pieces, corner kicks, getting the ball across on the corner kicks, and then also on our indirect kicks, just not passing the ball to the other team. Okay, be smart about the passes that we make, and let's possess the ball. All right, overall good win. Got to keep on improving here.